Guys, we're going to be reacting to Ynw Melly's release date. Now, listen, Ynw Melly's one of my favorite artists. I love Ynw Melly, bro. But one of my favorite rappers is like Eminem, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne. But I really like Melly. Like, I really like Melly. Like, the younger guys is Melly. Like, he's my favorite, Melly. But we're just going to basically react to see, like, what's going on. I always hear, oh, he's going to be released this. Oh, and then it got delayed, gets delayed. Last time I heard, he was supposed to get released in 2020 because of the Roro, and then he was supposed to get released in 2021 March. Now apparently it's March 2022, but I have no idea what's been going on. Let's just react to this. You know, I'm laying down, just chilling. Sorry for the quality. I'm recording on a MacBook that is from 2011. Oh, it's whatever though. Let's get right.
Melly and his manager have just announced his official release date from jail. This is breaking information that we need to talk about, so
we do need to talk about
into it. Ynw Melly's manager just put on Instagram saying, and I quote, "Melly comes home in 2 months. Y'all better tighten up." Now this is a response to all of the people calling out Ynw Melly for allegedly doing the act towards 2 of his best friends.
He didn't. He's free.
Manager said 2 months because Ynw Melly's official trial begins on March 7th, which is in 2 months. Ynw Melly and his lawyers have been creating a way for Ynw Melly to be released, and it's actually very unique. Prosecutors believe they have gathered enough evidence for the trial to start after a long 2 years. In the latest court hearing, prosecutors requested the Broward County judge to force Ynw Melly to provide his DNA. Prosecutors believe they can solve the whole court case by using Ynw Melly's DNA. They also asked for all of Ynw Melly's body measurements, meaning the length of his arms and legs, as well as his body weight. This is so then they can create a model of Ynw Melly's body so they can recreate the scene on what they believe happened.
I heard a long time ago that they already like tested his DNA to see like the fingerprints on the car, and it came back negative. So that's already free. By the way, he's been in jail for like 3 years, bro. I better be getting $1 million, bro. More than $1 million if I've been in jail and I didn't even do it, bro. You know what I mean?
In the latest court hearing, Ynw Melly and his lawyers agreed to the prosecutor's terms. In return, they would like to have a speedy trial. This means that the court date March 7th will not be able to be pushed back or delayed for any period of time.
Thank you.
Melly and his lawyers know that it's taken law enforcement years to find any sort of evidence on Ynw Melly.
Yeah, then let him go.
They don't have good enough evidence by the time the trial begins, so they try to push it back even further. But if a speedy trial is in place, prosecutors will not be able to push the court case back, meaning that Ynw Melly will be let free by Florida law. In his latest what happened the day Sack Chaser and Juvie passed was shared. All of the
I'm a Sack and Juvie, so got a brand about to friend.
Timeline of what happened the day Sack Chaser and Juvie sadly passed. Now it starts on October.
Got a brand about to friend. Yes, see, look, bro, it's been like 4 years, dog.
Ynw Melly, Ynw Juvie, Ynw Sack Chaser.
I remember, bro, he was my favorite, like, rapper. Like, he was one of my favorite rappers, and I was like, yo, he really got locked up? No way, like. I remember I was in 8th grade, bro, and I'm already in 11th grade. I'm a junior. Damn. I legit remember the day I was in 8th grade. Bro, this is crazy.
Otherwise known as Ynw
Borland, yeah.
Man driving the vehicle this day. Ynw Melly.
He's released. Ynw Borland's been released for mad long.
Ynw Borland and Juvie on the opposite side of the vehicle. Ynw Borland ended up driving on a back road home. This was to skip early morning traffic, allegedly, but while law enforcement can't figure out what exactly happened inside of the vehicle, the theory is that the car was pulled over to the side of the road. A distraction was made within the vehicle that would catch Juvie and Sack Chaser off guard. Once caught off guard, this is when allegedly Ynw Melly did the act towards both of them in the vehicle. Law enforcement believe that it was Ynw Melly who did the act, as Melly sent his girlfriend at the time a text message saying, and I quote, "I kept Bortland with me because at the end of the day, he did one of the realest stuff in my life." Now this could be Ynw Melly's way of thanking Bortland for remaining loyal and not snitching. However, law enforcement believe that after the act was done, that the Jeep was then brought into a side parking lot where nobody was in sight, and Ynw Melly and Ynw Bortland used 40 minutes to rough up the vehicle, using firearms towards it in a 360-degree motion, making it appear as if they went through a drive-by. The drive-by was
Like, why are they trying so hard to try to make it look like they did it, bro? Melly's free, bro. Release him.
Brought them to the hospital after 40 minutes. Now, it wasn't until February 13th where Ynw Melly was brought into jail for the act that led to Juvie and Sack Chaser's passing.
Look at that.
Ynw Bortland was then brought into jail as well for 2 counts of accessory and helping Ynw Melly cover it up. Law enforcement has been building up evidence against Melly for 2 years. Here's all the evidence that they have found so far. Right now, here's a majority of the evidence going against Ynw Melly on March 7th. This will be the first piece of evidence. In this photo, this is where everybody was sitting inside of the Jeep when the so-called drive-by occurred.
Not so bad.
Prosecutors want Ynw Melly's body measurements due to him sitting in the back seat on the driver's side. Then on the opposite side of the vehicle, that is where Ynw Juvie and Ynw Sack Chaser, which are the 2 that sadly passed, were sitting on that night. Then these documents were also released to the courtroom. It states, and I quote, "Then also, we have a video of Mr. Demons admitting to doing an act towards 2 individuals in the head." The next one states, "This video was on Mr. Demon's cell phone, which was brought
If you guys don't know,
Ynw
Ynw Melly's last name is
That
that.
is how we had that, and that is all of the evidence that Your Honor has. A quick little backstory behind that, Ynw Melly's manager, otherwise known as 100K Management, has been holding Ynw Melly's cell phone since he was arrested. Law enforcement then put a warrant out for the cell phone, so he had to give up the piece of evidence, or he could have been charged himself. They then scanned through Ynw Melly's cell phone and found a video of him admitting to doing it. Now the next one states, and I quote, "These particular cell phones, which were both iPhone 10s, were on the T-Mobile network. And so T-Mobile has a very interesting feature where it will tell you the environment the cell phone is in. So from these cell phone records, I can tell you the exact moment Demons got out of the car and staged the drive-by location. Also, in the vehicle where Ynw Melly allegedly did the act towards both individuals, there was allegedly a huge piece of evidence left in the vehicle, being a yellow jacket. This yellow jacket was analyzed by the Broward Sheriff's Office's crime lab, and a report was then issued. Dated September 2nd, 2021, the report indicates that Anthony Williams, aka Ynw Sack Chaser's DNA, was part of the sample and that there are 3 other potential contributors. The contributor profiles are not eligible to be entered. The prosecutors want to prove Ynw Melly is guilty by using a DNA test, which in the court of law is very hard evidence to beat, but what I'm very confused about with this piece of evidence is that Ynw Melly has already admitted to being in the car. So there's a very good chance that his DNA or thumbprints is gonna be on that yellow jacket. But anyways, let me know
exactly, bro.
down below in the comments.
Bro, are they dumb, bro? Like, he was in the... Alright, guys, whatever. All I know is Melly's being released. That's all I gotta say. And the reason why I know, too, is because Uzi in his new little song with Melly is like, "I know you didn't kill them boys." Like, as an ad-lib. Now, you guys are probably like, "Yo, Nick, what are you talking about?" But I'm telling you, bro. It gotta mean something. But also, Melly makes it so suspicious, saying that, like, he has 2 sides of him. He says, like, the 223 song is like, "Got 2 on me, got 2 on me." But maybe he's referring to, like, "I got 2 on me." Like, they think that they think that I killed 2 people. Maybe he's referring to that, but I don't know, bro. All I know is free Melly. I know he's being released, bro, so I'm chilling. March, he's gonna be released, bro. That's all I gotta say. But I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and you guys know I'm